We're at the end of summer. This is the last heat wave. We got about 4 more days of this heat, and then we're going into fall. And I'm so happy I don't have to shave my beard anymore. It's just too hot to have a beard at work. So the left is absolutely unhinged. They're blaming the shooter of Charlie Kirk, saying that he is MAGA, he's a Trump supporter. This is what they do. They always do this shit. They did this with Trump. They did this with those 2 politicians in Minnesota that got executed. It's they try to say it's the people on the right. The people on the right are unbelievably patient. We've shown absolute restraint, and the reason why I say I'm a part of the right, because according to the left, since they've gone so far left, basically they are a little niche. They're an extreme minority. They hate everybody. Anyway, so they're trying to say that so you're trying to say some kid that is conservative killed a conservative. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, where's the motive? What would drive somebody to do this? His family's conservative, so that means he's conservative. It's like, these people don't live in reality. They're like children. You know, these people on the left, they're childlike. You don't think that a conservative family can have a liberal kid? You don't think that a liberal family can have a conservative kid? You don't think that it's possible? The bullet casings were basically said, I think it said, catch this fascist. They called him a fascist, so it's like, we all know who he was aligned with. He was aligned with Antifa. And they need to be taken out politically. The government needs to handle this. They need to handle this group like they handle terrorist groups. Whatever means necessary to take these people out. It doesn't matter if they're domestic, foreign, or whatever. You handle these people like you handle ISIS. Like, there's no like giving in. Like, they need to be completely arrested, all rounded up. Like, these people are celebrating somebody's death. They're celebrating somebody's cold-blooded murder. These people are fine with murder. That's where they're at. Because of words. Some things they didn't agree with what he said, so they think it's okay to kill him. They think it's okay that somebody killed him. That's where these people are at. And you have like some of the worst accounts on Twitter, like Anonymous, just pushing out all this fake propaganda, all this bullshit, to try to make it sound like this guy is like we're eating our own. You know, and what could happen, and I'm an objective person, what can happen is, could this person been like, could he have been far right at some point? Sure. Could he have been a Trump supporter at some point? Sure. And so was that guy that tried to kill Trump, that second one. I guess he voted for Trump. So to sit here and act like, oh, somebody that supports Trump or somebody that's on the right, it's like they might have been at one point, but like people who are righteous people who follow Christ, they're not going to go and just like commit blatant murder for no reason. Why would you kill Charlie Kirk? Why would they? That's like the worst person. Like, it doesn't make any sense, like, why somebody would do that. And that's what they're trying to push, because their rhetoric has gotten us to this point where I can't coexist with you people. I can't coexist with you people on the left, and it's unfortunate, but this is the way you guys have made it. When you're advocating and celebrating somebody's murder, cold blood murder, it's not like he was hurting kids. It's not like he was molesting kids or raping women or killing people. At that point, it's like, yeah, I get it, but this dude was just out here trying to push Christianity and telling the truth is where he thought it was his truth. Where he thought he was trying to push the truth. You know how hard it is to try to push the truth nowadays? It'll get you killed. It'll get you literally killed. I'm pretty upset that, Ben Shapiro's taken over Turning Point USA. Somebody who doesn't follow Christ. Somebody like me, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in a God, a higher power. When it comes to religion, I just feel like I'm not given the whole story, that's all. I feel like there's some contradictions there, and I just don't feel it. But I think like it's the best one to have a civil society, to build a civil society around. That's what I believe. Because it completely destroyed paganism by no violence. Didn't use violence at all. Just use influence. So, and that's what people need to do. And this is it's really what they want. This is what they want. The left wants. They want people to get angry, get emotional, and go out and seek retribution. That's what they want. They want to be able to be like, look, here, right here, this guy was a Trump supporter, this guy was a Republican, he went out and caused this mayhem, look at this. And then we'll have to overlook all the left stuff, like all the left's violence and everything like that, because of this one guy. That's what they want. They're pinning their hopes on that. We continue to shove things like Charlie Kirk's death underneath the rug. That's what their hope is. Just like, oh, don't look at this. This isn't a big fucking deal. The radicals on our side, we're not condemning them. We're just, perpetuating it. On a quick side note, I don't see a point for me to post here anymore. I'm getting about as many views on Rumble as I'm getting here, and I got like 4 followers there. So if I'm getting like 18 views per video, that's what I'm doing here. What's the point for me to post anything here? I might as well just post on Rumble, and I think that's what I'm gonna start doing, is just post these on Rumble, so I can be completely unfiltered and say exactly what I want to say without having to sit here and be like, use code words, or try not to tell the complete truth, and not if I tell the complete truth, and then I'll get censored or banned or whatever. You know what I mean? So I have to walk the tightrope. I don't have to do that at Rumble, so I think I might start posting more over there if I'm getting the same amount of traction. But being on Twitter is absolutely ridiculous right now. What they're saying, all the propaganda they're pushing. The guy was a far right conservative that just went off on a hinge and decided he was raised in a good family, and then also I guess he just lost it one day and decided to kill Charlie Kirk, somebody on his side, for no apparent reason. This is what they want you to believe. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. The kid was a liberal, and maybe he tried to become right-wing to appease his dad in some type of ways. You know what I mean? But the kid was... This isn't what people in the right wing do. They don't... No, I'm not saying the moderate right. And that's who's in charge of moderate. MAGA is moderate right. They're not extremists. They're not extreme right. like, and the crazy thing with these people on the left is they're still pushing this rhetoric, and they don't realize, like, there are crazy people on the right, you know, that can look at you as a target as well. You know what I mean? It's just crazy that, like, the media, these politicians want to keep pushing this division. Like I said, I can't coexist with these people until they can come to some type of, like, median, like, until they can, like, actually negotiate instead of wanting everything their fucking way. Then I can't with these people. And they don't contribute anything to society. There's a bunch of people that have been getting fired because they were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. They were celebrating, like, think about that. They were celebrating somebody's murder. Somebody that's got kids, a wife, a family, trying to push wholesome values, trying to make things better out here, trying to make a better society, a better culture. And they're celebrating that he got fucking murdered. That is why. It's not the people on the right celebrating. It's the people on the left, and they want to say it's a leftist that they want to say it was somebody that's a conservative that killed a conservative. That's what they want to say, because they want to act like they're on their fucking high horse. They act like they're better than everybody. They act like they're smarter. They have no humbleness at all in them. These people need to be like, God, like, humble these people. Like, give them some trials and tribulations that I've been going through. Give them, they deserve this shit. They don't live in fucking reality at all. And it's just like, these people, they're going to get more and more radicalized. You're going to see it more and more, especially when they lose their jobs. They won't give a fuck no more. I hope our government does something about this, because if they don't do nothing about this, then it's going to cause us to have to do something about it. And if we get involved and, like, the regular people have to do something about it, it's going to get nasty. It's going to get real fucking nasty. And I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that people don't buy into the bait of the left trying to get us all riled up and emotional to go out and do something similar to one of their people, what they just did to one of ours. Don't buy into their bullshit. There's a lot of people that are waking up, which they should have woken up by, like, seeing that Trump got shot. But you got to be a fucking moron to think that a conservative killed a conservative for no fucking reason. You got to be a complete moron. I'm so tired of their digital footprint being erased. I want to see their digital footprint. Maybe he was a fucking right-wing conservative. Maybe he did. If somebody's gonna carry this out, some type of, like, political hit like this, they're gonna leave some type of reason why they did this. You know, he etched on the bullet casing something about a fascist. Thinks he was a fascist. And that's what they want to do, is they want to dehumanize us by calling us fascists, when they actually are the ones pushing fascistic ideology. What is fascism? It is basically, the technical thing is something like a government using violence to push a political agenda, basically. It's authoritarianism. The communists have the same shit fucking too. Like, if you speak out against their leaders, you know, whether it's a Hitler or a Stalin, you get disappeared. A Mao, the Winnie the Pooh over in China right now, you speak out against him and you're a citizen over there, you're gone. You know, it's the same fucking thing, dude. Communist, you know, fascist, Nazi, whatever. It's the same fucking shit, basically. It's not fucking much different. They might have a couple little things that are a little different, but it's the same fucking bullshit, basically. authoritarianism. And to be honest, I think that we kind of need a little bit of that right now, to be honest, out of our government. They've been pretty lackadaisical with things, kind of letting things happen, letting people commit crimes that shouldn't be committing crimes and letting them out. Giving them slaps on the wrist. We can't continue the way we're going. There's just no way. I think we have the right people in charge to handle this climate. I definitely think that if the left was in charge, they would be rounding people up like me right now and sending me to detention camps. That's what I think that they would be doing. They definitely would be censoring me. They would be getting me fired because of what I'm saying. I'm not making any threats. I'm not. Listen, man. I don't condone violence. I'm not like people who come out here and trying to commit violence for political reasons. I don't condone that shit. And I understand why people are upset. It's very upsetting that, we keep on, this keeps on happening. We have people on the left that just keeps on getting away with whatever they want to get away with. And then they just push the blame on other people. Like, we're just kind of fucking tired of it. We're tired of these people. They've completely destroyed our fucking lives, man. They destroyed our way of living. There's no, dating, relationships between men and women are all fucking destroyed because of fucking leftist culture. Leftist bullshit, all those propaganda they've been pushing. They've been pushing on our fucking kids. The most susceptible people to this are fucking young women. And they've bought into propaganda hook, line, and sinker because of they're so. You can see this with women. They're the best. They're the ultimate conformists. They won't question. They'd rather go along and get along than start any type of kerfuffle. So it's an unfortunate situation. The left should be coming out right now, and this is what the left should be doing. Instead of escalating the rhetoric or trying to blame, trying to say it's the conservatives, they should be listen, man, the people that are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death are absolutely horrendous people, and I don't align with those people, and maybe they should start questioning their own fucking beliefs. The people who believe the same shit as them are celebrating the death of an innocent person. That's what they should think about. The people like Ed Krasenstein who keep pushing this bullshit. This continued fucking bullshit. I think the people like Ed Krasenstein are paid shields to incite division amongst us. That's what I think. He's got a huge influence. He keeps posting the same fucking anti-Trump rhetoric or anti-Republican I try to listen, man. I don't view myself as a Republican or a Democrat. The reason I align more with the Republicans right now because they're the people that have more common sense and logic and emotional intelligence and patience. I align more with these people. Do I agree with them? Did I rip on Charlie Kirk before because he's telling people that are young to have kids that they can't afford? Yes. So what does that show you? That I don't agree with everything and I'm not in a fucking cult. I disagree with some things. I disagree with some people on the right. I disagree with people on the left. Obviously, people on the left. Because people on the left they're too far gone. When you're celebrating innocent people being fucking killed, these are the people that are pushing to kill babies. They don't have a conscience. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about anything. And they act like they are not any type of moral high ground at all. at all. It just doesn't make any sense that a conservative, they say he's a conservative, that's what the left is painting this guy as, a conservative, goes out and kills another conservative for what reason? To make his dad proud? I'm sure his dad was really fucking proud when he called the cops and had to turn his own fucking kid in. I'm sure he's fucking real proud of him. What logic, what sense does that make? That somebody is a conservative and he went out and killed somebody that agrees with them. That's what they're trying to make us fucking think. That's the shit that they're pushing. They even put a Trump shirt on him, like the anonymous account. They photoshopped a Trump shirt on this guy of a photo they already have out of him. Like, this is they are misinformation. They are. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's fucking bullshit. And I don't like to celebrate people's fucking firings because I know how hard it is out here. It's extremely hard out here. But these same people who are getting fired for celebrating some innocent man's murder are the same people who would try to get me fired because of what I'm saying on my YouTube channel. So it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Good. Fuck you. That's what you get. That's a little bit of fucking karma. Like, that's what I haven't seen a lot of. This is what makes me think I don't believe. This is why I don't really believe in karma. Because I don't see anybody getting karma. I don't see the proper people getting the suffering they fucking deserve. And when I see this, I'm like, okay, like, I'm starting to see it. We can't accept this type of bullshit. If we want to live in a civilized society, we can't accept violence on either side. Any type of violence. People who are violent, they need to be rounded up, just like El Salvador, and thrown away in cages. Man, I don't know what to tell you. They need to be exiled. These gang members, these domestic gang members, they all need to be rounded up. They need to be out of here. They don't need to be a part of our society at all. I should feel safe to go everywhere on this fucking... For the most part, I should feel safe in any fucking city, walking in our city, as I feel walking in my little tiny town I live in. That's how it should be. But we're not at that point. And it needs to get better. We need to get better. Like I said, we need to redraw fucking state lines. I don't know. I don't know. Give a portion of Texas to fucking Austin, or fucking just kick those people out of Austin. You could do that too. Kick them out. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I know, like, what I'm talking about is, like, unconstitutional. Like, I'm so tired of the same people who have been shitting all over our justice system, who have been trying to defund our police, who have been sitting here, like, trying to get rid of our fucking Second Amendment and our First Amendment, trying to weaponize the Constitution, which they have taken a shit on. I'm really fucking tired of that shit. I'm for the Constitution, but if it's not fucking working, then we need to change shit up. Okay? When I'm looking at the government hasn't been doing shit for me. All the government does is fucking tax the hell out of me for shit that I don't even fucking want. For shit that doesn't even do anything for my life. I'm fine paying a tax to make my community better. I'm not fine for making the whole fucking world better. Now, if my community was immaculate and everything like that, and like, I'm going to the store and when I come out, I'm coming out with a cart full groceries, and it feels like I paid $2 for it. Like, yeah, I definitely, at that point, it's like, yeah, I definitely want to help out other people. But when I'm basically barely getting by, and people like me who are barely getting by are the ones who are doing all the dirty jobs to keep this motherfucker running, just go ahead and honest. Like, the pay is, it's like, I can deal with the pay. I can deal with getting paid low, but I don't need to deal with the social, like, put downness of what I do for work, what I do for resources. And this is another reason why dating's hard nowadays, because all these women are indoctrinated to want men, soft men with these soft jobs, and they don't appreciate men like me who do jobs that keep them, like, actually keep them alive, that actually keep this infrastructure moving forward. So it's hard to find a girlfriend. It's hard to date because they look down on you. And that fucking needs to change. That's why guys do the bare minimum. That's why I haven't really been focusing on my body. I haven't really cared about it. I haven't really been dating. Why care if I have, like, why try to be the best I can be? For what? For what? So I could just be, like, doing the same thing? I'm like, I'm like elite, but I'm still amongst the regular people, like, and I still can't afford a wife and a girlfriend. That's the bottom line. We can't afford to live. Most young men want a wife and girlfriend, but they can't afford it. People are coming at they're at their wits' end, man. It's a ticking time bomb. It's gonna continue to happen. Like, they're gonna try to kill other prominent conservative people. That's what's gonna happen. Because they have nobody themselves. Who do they have? Who are they going to roll out? AOC? Jasmine Crockett? Gretchen Whitmer? The lockdown queen? Gavin Newsom? That's their guy. Gavin Newsom? The lockdown king? The guy who decided to go and put sand and skateboarding facilities during the lockdowns? Fuck these people, man. I fucking hate the left. It's because they cannot negotiate. It's because they're too far gone. If these people can negotiate and, like, give a little, but they won't give at all. If they can't give at all, like, there's a thing called give and take. So it's like, I come to the table, I realize you want this from me, but I want this from you. And if your stance is, no, I can't come off that price, or I demand you to sell me it. I demand, you get what I'm saying, like, there should be some negotiation. There should be a leeway. Like, yeah, you want to, like, come out strong. Like, yeah, okay. It's like going, like, buying something from somebody. You come out with a strong position. Yeah, I'll buy it for $100. And they're like, well, it is worth like $500, so I'll sell it for $300. They're like, no, only $100, that's it. Like, okay, I guess you don't want it then. Never mind, I'll just keep it. Like that's how they are. They won't they won't be like, okay, I'll pay you $125. So what this tells me is, like, they really don't want to coexist with us. They want us to be just like them or to kill us. That's what that tells me. What happened to Charlie Kirk was not a fucking conservative that killed him. No conservatives going out killing fucking other conservatives. This whole fucking thing is just bullshit from the left. And they keep pushing this shit. It takes fucking... And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is an outliner. Maybe he is like 1 out of a trillion conservatives that decide to... I'm just going to go kill another conservative for the fucks of it. Maybe he wants to make a name of himself. Maybe he is completely a Trump supporter and he's just like, oh, we're just going to kill our own. You're going to see more of this shit, unfortunately, unless our government does something about it. Unless they nip this in the butt. And we need to make things more economically stable. Especially for the people who fucking deserve it. You know, like people like me, the working class, have been shafted over and fucking over. Even the pandemic, when we were forced to go to work for the same pay, being essential workers, while people who at our level got paid more to stay home. Isn't that fucked up? And then they came out with a stimulus for everybody. Instead of it just being for just us, blue collar people, that's who it should have been for. They give it to everybody, except for like rich people. If we're gonna have another damn stimulus, it's gonna be just for us. But it won't be, because they're gonna bail out the banks or some other fucking monopolist corporation that has done a shitty job running their company. I don't get this shit. I don't understand why these companies sign these people into these contracts that if they lead their company on a shitty path that they have to pay them off to leave anyway. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense at all. I've taken a break, man. It's like I haven't used Twitter as much. I'm tired of politics. I really fucking am. I spent the last 10 years of my fucking life learning about all this shit. Doesn't even fucking matter. But yeah, that's about it. But I really am thinking about going to Rumble and just posting my content on there, and sparingly, like maybe once in a while I'll post something on here. But I really like when I'm getting the same amount of views on Rumble and I got 4 people following me. Like, come on, dude, that's ridiculous. I got 1,500 people follow me on this channel and I have the same amount of fucking views on Rumble. What do you think I should do? Where does it look like I can grow? Does it look like I can grow anymore at YouTube? No. Does it look like I can grow at Rumble? Yeah. Where should I post? And in fact, where should I start watching most of my content on Rumble? I should say fuck YouTube. Just go away from it altogether. Something I'm looking forward to. Something I'm looking at. Consuming less on YouTube. And just going more towards Rumble. I mean, you can find my content on there. So it's Steve Kramer. I might actually make it a different channel because it doesn't really fucking matter. If you get your face out here on something, like, people are gonna figure it out with facial recognition. So like, yeah, I could probably be okay for like a year or something if I do pop off. It won't though. I won't. I'm not supposed to, which is fine. But I just want to be able to like enjoy my life. I don't want to have to think like I want the right people in charge to make sure that they're riding the ship the right way. Like, that's fine. I don't have to be popular. I don't have to be famous. That's cool. You know, my whole existence can just be like regular working. And as long as I have like a fucking partner, some type of woman in my life, like something to look forward, something to bring joy into my life, instead of like going home just by myself, sleeping by myself, doing everything by myself. I'm fine just being a regular person. I'm fine with it. But yeah, it's not gonna be none. It's not gonna be neither. So it's like I'm either gonna fucking pop off and I'm gonna be a prominent figure, or I'm going to get a woman and I'm going to enjoy my life with. It's not gonna be none. That's out of the question. That's completely out of the question. So yeah, that's it.